graph this function and describe the domain and range. So let's go ahead and graph this function. The original function that we were given is a times the quantity x minus p times the quantity x minus q. All right, that tells us that we have the x-intercepts so we know where this is going to cross the x-axis. So let's go ahead and set each of these equal to 0. We got x is equal to -1. That's one place where it's going to cross the x-axis. Then we have x minus 5 equals 0. We got x is equal to 5. So those are two places where this graph is going to cross that x-axis. So one is at -1, and the other one is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, positive 5. Now what we have to do is we have to find that axis of symmetry. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and find the axis of symmetry. And what we have is we do have to take the average of P and Q. So let's see, what we have is x is equal to P plus Q divided by 2. That would be their average. So what we have is that x is equal to, P is equal to -1 plus Q, that's 5, divided by 2. We have that the axis of symmetry is at x equals 2. What does that look like? So let's go ahead and draw that in. Wherever x equals 2, that's where our axis of symmetry is. So let's go ahead and put a line 1, 2, and we have a line at x equals 2. And here we go, at x equals 2. This is we have a line there. What we can do, just to make sure that it doesn't look like the x-axis or the y-axis, we can make it a dotted line. Okay. Now we know that the x-coordinate of the vertex is on that line, and also that's the axis of symmetry. Any point on the left is going to reflect every point on the right. And now let's continue. So let's go ahead and find the y-coordinate of the vertex. What we know is that the vertex so far, the x-coordinate is 2. And let's go ahead and now let's find that y-coordinate. Using this function that we were given, let's substitute a 2. So we have the opposite of this quantity 2 plus 1, and the quantity times the quantity 2 minus 5. So this is where we substitute 2 wherever we see an x. This ends up being equal to 9. So the vertex is at 2, 9. Now let's go ahead and let's count by 2s just so that we have enough room going up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So then our vertex would be here at 2, 9, being that we're counting by 2s. Now the only thing left to do is to draw a smooth curve right through all of these points as best as possible, making sure that it goes through the x-intercepts and that vertex. Now the next thing that we're supposed to state is the domain and range. The domain for these functions is all real numbers, and then for the range we have to take a look at that y value of the vertex. So the range, what we're going to do is the y value of the vertex. We know a is negative, so a is equal to a -1. That we have that a is less than 0, so it's opening downwards. So we're going to use y is less than or equal to the y coordinate of this y value, which is 9.